Yeah. Okay, guys. So today's stream is going to be kind of shorter because I'm a bit tired and I also got some iron stuff to do. So like what I was thinking of is like mainly working on the human model today. Um, so like first of all, what I thought was I would like currently the the human is like not really visible in the screen. So I thought that I would like give him like a black background, and hopefully like that would fix the issue. And I am also like planning to like work on the zooming and stuff. So like those are much shorter. Like they they should not take so much time. So yeah, just want to get this done like pretty fast, as fast as I can. We also need to like work on the animation and stuff, but that's for later. Yeah. So this I think is fine. I will probably need to re-import it. Uh, did it add? I don't think it added. I will probably need to like re-import the human. So yeah. Let me open this. And um, I will just delete this. Open up the directory. Not this. Um, Open containing directory, and I will do a delete and exclude from project here. Add existing item and exports human.png. I did save it, right? I did not save it. Oh, no. So copy file and then build should work. So now if I run, yeah, now the human has like a background. So that's one part done. I was also thinking I should like probably get rid of this house. It kind of sucks. So like I'll probably make this the final house. I mean it's supposed to be the town hall, but I will probably make this the final house anyways. Um, but we will see what we can do. Think we also need to make a few other changes. Like I think I need to make woodcutter's lodge and like basically for like those buildings will be collecting the wood that I have not made, and I also need to make like a mine, I guess, for these for like mining ores and stuff. So yeah, um, let me see. This is the one. So I'll just use this as a base. Make a new file. Um, Save it. Call it like lodge three, and we'll try to put like a house, I guess. So like something very simple here. I'll probably need to like remove one of these houses, one of these trees. Um, does not look that good. Um, what can we do actually? Let me see. We can probably like copy this thing and like make it shrink it down. So okay, there seems to be some spammers again. Ban, delete, and then ban. It's very unfortunate. There seems to be like a lot of spammers on a kick. So yeah, do this. And I think can erase these ones. Yeah, and we basically copy this thing into this. So um, how does it look? Mm, I should like probably I can I guess no, probably make it something like this. Yeah, that kind of looks good, I say. And take the color from here and we just do this. Yeah, I think that's starting to look good. Um, yeah, we use this for the rest the things. We make a very small door, I guess. Um, and we add some like highlights. Actually, I should copy this color only and use that for the highlights. And what's this? I think this looks fine. It looks decent, I guess. So we got the new building with this. Copy this, place it in the entire sprite sheet. Yeah, the black looks a bit off. I think we can just place this, make it the same color, and just, oh no, no, it's fine. And is this color different from what I used? Yeah, it's different. Oh no. So to make, why is this color different? That, so I just need to recolor them, I guess. Yeah, I can probably remove this one at the bottom, this part at the bottom. We don't need to show, we just, I mean, in most of the parts we are just showing the top part, so can probably remove the bottom thing. And if I do this, will it re-import everything? Right, this not, I cannot see. Yeah, it does not re-import. Can probably do add existing item, sports spreadsheet. Did I say? Okay, I did not say. Yeah, existing items, spreadsheet. We need to delete this. So do we need to delete them then? It's not here. Delete, and we can import this existing item, sheets, copy file, and do this. Then if we run it, I mean obviously we cannot see it. Let me just check it here. Yeah, it gets imported. So that's cool. Okay, that's like one part done. Let me also like get the zooming working, and maybe like end of this week I will like not end of this week, like next Friday I will probably be like participating in the Ludum there. So yeah, I'm gonna participate in Ludum there. So this probably gonna be like we gonna have a long stream at that time, like over the next weekend. Hopefully, can't give any promises. Uh, we see how can we get the mouse scroll wheel. Hmm. Scroll wheel value is the cumulative scroll wheel since the start of the game. Hmm. Okay. So the what we can do is we can use scroll wheel value, but it returns the cumulative scroll wheel value. So like it returns the total sum, like the total number of the of like how much the scroll wheel was, like like because scrolls in the start of the game. So like that's not actually what we want. We basically want like what it the scroll value since the last update. So what we need to do is we will need to store like a previous state of the yeah the previous scroll wheel state, and basically update it like previous frame, and we update it in each frame, and then we can compare it and see like if it increased or it decreased. So um, if I'm not wrong, we can just have something called and it's an integer, so call it int, and scroll wheel value by default it's 0. um, get the mouse state, yeah, and then call it previous scroll wheel value, and can basically do this previous scroll wheel value equals to mouse scroll wheel value. So that will give us the previous state, and what we need to do is all we need to like compare is like we can do mouse state dot scroll wheel value um, minus previous scroll wheel value, and if it is greater than 0, so if it is greater than 0, we can, I guess, so like if it is greater than 0, that means like the player has zoomed in. So we can do camera dot zoom uh, plus equals to speed, I guess, and else if um, the scroll value is less than 0, so that means that the player has scrolled out. We can do minus, and if I am not wrong, this is how it is supposed to work. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I think that works. It works too much, I think. We don't need to do it by speed. We can just do it by one, I guess. Yeah, we can do it like this. Um, okay. So we need to like clamp the value, I guess. We need to clamp the value. Uh, how do you do the clamp? Save. Okay, we can use this, I guess. I'm pressing what that mean. Okay. And it returns. Okay. So we can do is camera dot zoom equals to, just check that again. Value and okay. Clamp between, yeah, this seems good. That is too less. We don't need so less. Make it like I guess 5 and 20. I think that is too much actually. So not even 20. So then we can probably put like 80. Yeah, that's also too much. So it works at 100. Yeah. Okay. So apparently, I guess this should be lesser, like point 0.9. Yeah. How close can we go to this? I think we are doing something wrong. Yeah, we are probably doing something wrong. It's probably flipped. I don't know if that can work or not. Probably does not work. No, that doesn't work. Obviously makes sense. Yeah, let it stay like that right now. At least like we are not breaking anything. Point 0.9 is just getting too small. Oh wait, actually this is fine. We also need to like fix this. It's getting blurry when we get too close, I guess. Um, this pixel perfect is probably not what we need to do. We can set the sampler state to point clamp. I think that's what we need to do. So state and sampler state dot point clamp. That work? Yeah, that worked. Looks better now. And we also need to like I guess add some debug text because does not make sense right now what we are doing. I think we also need to decrease the the zoom limit, set it to like I don't know how much was it, 2 I think. Yeah, this looks good. And probably what's the next thing that we can do? We see, close them. Yeah, I can probably work on this part. Like I can move the um, LED 3. LED 3 is supposed to be sand, so I can like probably rewrite this thing because like resource generation should not be a part of the map generator, like the base map generator. It should be on top of that. So if I remove this, and it will cause create a lot of sand, which makes sense. I might like make it 0.7. That's too less. I don't want it to be that less. It's 6.5. Mm, try it a few more times. I think the number of sand is like a bit less. It's probably like fine if we keep it just at zero point 0.6. So the amount of like the desert biome, I guess it's kind of too much, but I mean it's still fine. I think it's not that much. So yeah, um, should probably change this because it's taking camera, and ideally the input system should not be interacting with anything else. It should like just update positions and stuff, not take a camera. It should probably take just a vector 2 and return a vector 2. Mm, but probably we will need to like rewrite this. I will create a new thing. I will create a resource generator so that like basically we can do a rewrite for these things, forests and rocks and stuff. So I think it should be pretty much the same. Only one major change. What does the tile map? Tile map, yeah. It will also return a tile map, but instead of taking width and height, it will take the tile map as input and probably like make it a pointer, but I think pointers are unsafe in C sharp, so we'll keep it like this. Return the same tile map, yeah. And what we need to do is wait, can probably reuse some of these. Fast noise, put it here, and all I will do is I will just like loop through the entire map. Um, so and y equals to 0, and while less than tile map dot uh, height and y plus plus. Let me just check if what I was doing is right. Yeah, it's the same thing for x. Yeah, and instead of width, it would be tile map dot width, and we need to do is we need to get the tile at the particular position. So it should be like tile equals to tile map dot tiles x comma y, and then if tile is not equals to null, I think that's good to have a null check, and then we can do if tile dot tile id is equals to uh, what's the tile id for, it's one. I should probably make a enum for this, but I will make it right now. I'll make that right now and put that in tile.cs. I think it's fine to put it here. Um, Call it enum tile type, and it will have grass, water, sand, gravel. Oh yeah, this should be 0. I think that's valid. Yeah. So if this is 0, the next should be forest. What's after forest? So rocks, and after that is sand. So let me just keep it till here. What's the number? Yeah, then it takes it at 1. So where was I? It is here. And let's update it here then. This will be tile type dot grass. Do I need to typecast? Yeah, I need to typecast. In Yeah, that works. And then this will be sad. Yeah, so that's it. Um, in resource generator, I do a check for the tile ID is of type int and tile type dot grass. Um, I will also like initialize the noise in this. Um, Not probably we can do simplex, open simplex too. Just all can be same. I can, if it is of type grass, I can do a noise generation, get noise at this position and normalize it. Okay, so this part will be the same. It's probably not very efficient, or it might be, I don't know. I don't know the exact details of like how it works in the backend, but yeah. And let's put the chance of respawning at like 20%. So if it's there is a 20% chance that it will be a tree, it will be a forest. So if it is a forest, so we just do tile ID and we set that to forest. Yeah. First, just let me run it once. Uh, if the normal generation is working fine, I think the normal generation is working. Yeah, normal generation is working fine. So all I need to do now is I need to create new resource manager. Where is this is the map generator. So I put private resource generator, and I do new resource generator and tile map equals to resource generator dot generate, and it will take the tile map itself. That should generate the trees and stuff. I think, I hope, did it work? Yeah, it worked. Okay, that's kind of nice. Yeah, that's pretty neat. And so next, what we will need to do is I will also add the stuff for rocks. So else if, and it's like there's like a 1% chance of rocks spawning. We want to make them like very rare. Make it rocks. Yeah, there's too much rocks. I did something wrong. Oh yeah, there should be less. Uh, yeah, that's not ideal. We don't want rocks to surround them. Hmm, how can we do it? Can probably like set it at a entirely different thing. Set it at somewhere like n greater than like point 0.5 f, and n is less than point 0.7 f. Damn, okay. So that's not ideal. I don't even think that will work, or it will. So I just make it very, very distinct, I guess. Put it at like 0.51. Yeah, again, that seems to work. I should probably make it like 5.2, as it will be like too rare. We don't want it to be too rare. Yeah, that seems good. So that's like one major part, one major part done. What we also need is like we need to add some UI, and basically like UI for like debug informations. And what we need secondly is we need debug informations, and I guess we also need to like, obviously, like we need to make the humans move like we can select them, or like actually we I don't think like maybe we don't need to control them. We might need to control them. We'll decide that later, but I guess the placement, house placement and stuff, that's pretty important to do right now. So yeah, um, yes, that's one major thing that needs to be done. We need to like place houses and like farms and stuff. We got farms, we got houses, and like woodcutters lodge. Yeah, and okay, so it's only been like 40 minutes. I'm kind of tired today, so I will probably like stream the rest tomorrow. Like I'm thinking about making. I will probably make the mine tomorrow, and I will add the support for placing houses and stuff tomorrow. So if you guys are interested, do like say give me a follow either here on Twitch or on Kick, whichever platform that you are watching from. And yeah, you guys can also like join the Discord and stuff. That I'm pretty sure I have linked in the descriptions. So see you guys tomorrow again then. Bye bye.